A million years ago, survival meant movement. From sunrise to sunset, hominids roamed the plains, hungry, alert, desperate. Each sound in the grass could mean danger or a chance for food. They had no weapons, no fire, only instincts carved by struggle. Every step they took was guided by one ancient need: to find enough to see another dawn. Hunger taught them more than time ever could. Every plant, every root was a mystery. Some gave life, others death. Hominids learned through pain, through trial, through instinct. They watched, remembered, and passed knowledge silently. In those quiet moments of discovery, they began the first lessons of survival. Nature was their only teacher. The hunt was not born from courage, but from hunger. For the hominids, chasing prey meant risking death, yet it was the only way to live. Their tools were rough, their bodies weak, but their minds were beginning to awaken. They learned to plan, to move as one, to wait for the perfect chance. Each chase taught them patience, each failure taught them strength. And when the first stone struck its mark, a new chapter of survival began. The age of the hunter. When hunger finally broke, silence filled the valley. It was not just food they shared, it was survival itself. The hominids tasted victory for the first time, and with it a sense of belonging. They learned that together they were stronger than alone. Each meal became a bond, a promise of life renewed. In that moment, the world changed. For the first time, they were more than wanderers. They were a family, bound by the fire of survival. With each sunrise, the land became their teacher. The hominids studied every sound, every color, every scent. They learned which plants healed and which brought pain, which animals could be followed for water or shelter. Their minds sharpened like the stones they carried. Survival was no longer only luck, it was knowledge. Step by step, they were shaping the first connection between mind and earth, a bond that would guide humankind forever. Nature was never gentle. In a single heartbeat, the world that fed them could turn against them. The hominids faced storms, floods, and the cruelty of cold nights. But even as the wind tore through their shelters, they clung to one another, protecting what little they had. In fear, they found courage, a bond born not from comfort but from struggle. And through every storm, their will to live grew stronger than the rain. After hardship came understanding. The hominids began to see patterns. Where fruit ripened after rain, where roots grew deep in dry soil. They started to collect more than they could eat, learning that tomorrow could be empty. This was the birth of thought beyond the present, a new rhythm of life guided by reason, not just hunger. For the first time, they were not only surviving the land, they were beginning to master it. Before fire, food was a test of endurance. The hominids tore raw flesh with stone and tooth, learning which parts gave strength, which brought sickness. It was a harsh ritual, nature's lesson written in hunger and pain. Yet in these crude meals, something sacred formed, a shared moment of life taken and life sustained. Each bite carried a truth. Survival was not gentle, but it was theirs to claim. Necessity carved the path to creation. When hunger met intelligence, the hominid began to change the world around him. A stone in his hand became more than a weapon. It became hope. Each strike, each fragment taught him control over the wild. With tools, he turned fear into strength, and survival became a craft. That moment by the river marked the dawn of human thinking. The mind's first victory over nature. The wild hunt became a dance of instinct and understanding. No longer driven by chaos, the hominids began to plan. They learned to read the movement of herds, to use the wind, the land, and each other. In those hunts, something deeper was born: trust. Each success fed not just their bodies, but their unity. Together they found strength in numbers, and survival turned into the first spark of society.